How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with another review. A little bit of Florida hoppiness coming at you in the form of Civil Society Brewing's Emerald Showers. Second Civil Society beer I'm having. Technically the first. The first one I had was a collaboration I did with Long Island City Beer Project. That beer was actually sent to me from Ralph. Did an unboxing for this. He sent me that beer and another beer I have yet to review, a Barrel Monk's beer. But anyway, about a week later, he's like, man, I got all these kind of hop cans from Civil Society. He's like, I'm going to send you a box. So thank you very much, Ralph. Super appreciative. And yeah, first one of that bunch diving into it. So let's see what she's got. As far as what it says in the can, Emerald Showers is an IPA, 5.5% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned by Civil Society Brewing Company, Jupiter, Florida. Done and done. It's okay, label art-wise. It's that geometric pattern, kind of weird kind of art thing. Some of them I dig, some of them I don't. This one comes off kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of something. I can't put my finger on it, so it doesn't blow me away, but at the same time, as long as the beer does, that's all that matters. So let's see what we have here. He told me all the dates for these. I don't remember, though, because I don't think they date their cans at all. But all of them are, I believe, within a month of this filming. So we should be good to go. Just over a pinky finger. Nice creaminess to the sucker. Definitely take a nap on that son of a bitch. Just off white. And, pretty uniform bubbles throughout. Kind of small, medium ones, kind of peppered throughout there. And she's got that haze. That haze for days. Kind of like that cataract-y, milky kind of exterior that just gets more solid towards the center and kind of get this deep brown / yellow / orange kind of hue in the center. It's kind of cool to look at some of these hazy beers to see how dense they are, especially in these kind of round-shaped glasses. But yeah, she looks the part of a New England style IPA. Let's see if you can get a nose on her. Smelling hops. And get a little bit of fruitiness there. Mostly like tropical fruit, kind of mango leaning kind of hop. And the reason why I lean that mango, I'm getting that tropical fruity, generic tropical fruity fleshiness, but then you got that kind of hop particulate burn thing you get. Sometimes you kind of get that hop burn. Sometimes if they do the mangoes and they leave the rinds on them, you get that kind of mango burn. It's that kind of vibe just in the nose itself. It smells dense. Smells dense. Smells sweet. Smells like there's a bit of bittering floating around in there, but it's all very, not muted, but very thick. It smells like dense, like I said. Like there's not like a sprightliness to it. It's not like a brightness. It's not like a summer thing. It's a bit more kind of beefier, a little bit more kind of chunky, I guess you'd say. But yeah, hops, sweetness, bit of kind of bitterness floating around there. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay, the bitterness, way bigger than the nose lets you on to believe. I thought it was going to be like that just because, when you get that in there and you get that kind of density from a beer in the nose, it ends up being this kind of bitter. It's a big bitterness to it. There's like this chalkiness to it, though. This kind of like it doesn't taste like cigarette ashes, but I'm getting this kind of ashy chalkiness to it. I'm getting a yeastiness to it. It's very dense. It tastes like a lot similar to the other beer I had from them, which was a big kind of like just sediment laden beer. By that I mean there's a lot of stuff in there. You know what I mean? Whether it be yeast and just kind of hop particulate and bits and pieces kind of floating throughout there. It has this kind of not gritty, but just kind of chalky kind of density to it. There's bitterness there. It's coming off very generic though. And the yeast is there. That's like a super drying component on your tongue. So you're getting a heaping helping of that. And like I said, it's overly dense. It shouldn't be that dense. I mean, you're talking about, what, a 5 and change % beer? It's drinking like a super kind of bottom of the bright tank kind of thing going on. yeah, not bad, but just kind of. And I think I said this in the other review. It tastes like a beer of a brewery that's trying to figure out their New England style IPAs. It's not a bad thing. Every brewery has to find their way. But for me, it's just a little bit too I don't want to say simple. I don't know. I don't have the vocabulary right now to kind of explain it. It just tastes a little bit too generic and kind of experimental, I guess you would say, for the lack of my stupid vocabulary. It just tastes green. Not in the taste of it, but like it's a newer brewery trying to find their way in that hazy world that everybody wants to be in and wants to kind of excel at. So, but at the same time, it tastes like a brewery that's going to get it eventually. I'm not a brewer. I don't make beer. So you can view that as an infinitely kind of pretentious thing to say. You can be like, who the fuck are you to say that these people don't get it? And they might get it eventually. But, it's my channel and I say shit and it comes out of my mouth. So, it tastes like they know where they want to be. They know what they want to do. They just haven't figured it out yet. Call that whatever, but that's what I taste in there. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better IPAs I've had as of late. For me, no. Revisit this in a year or two. It might be one of the best ones I've ever had, but right now where it sits, it's just a little bit not cohesive enough for me to kind of gush over and really go gaga for. It's just, like I said, a bit green. Value and availability, Florida only, I assume. This looks like a beer you kind of wait in line for, so maybe Ralph can kind of clue us in on that and just say if you like what way you like this. If you like the journey of a brewery from beginning to end, because this is really a cool beer to try and then try it down in the future to see kind of how they've progressed, because I can see them becoming Florida's version of what these beers are up here in the Northeast, just not right now. So if you like the super haze, bro, and you're from fucking Florida and, slim pickings for those kind of beers, this is definitely going to give you that kind of fix that you need. And, yeah, if you just like breweries on the up, because that's what it is. It's a Florida brewery doing something that a ton of Florida breweries do, as far as I've been exposed to. So, give them props for at least giving it a whirl and really plugging at it, because, they make a bunch of these. So, eventually, for me, they might get to the point where I kind of go all freaking out and shit and nipples get hard and stuff like that. Those words I like to throw out there. So there you go. Another review in about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tapped. Massive Beers, all four of those places. If you want to check this dude out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice civil society beer right now. And I hope to see you next time. Cheers.